would like to thank you for having us as guests. You are gracious hosts here in your beautiful country. As was mentioned, the issue is here that we represent districts where there are many Pakistanis in the United States, and we understand that as what was explained before, geopolitics many times interferes with the relationship of Pakistan and the United States. Now, we in the United States, when we formed the United States, remember every state used to be a country. And then we agreed to unite the states only on the condition that every state has sovereign power to have relationships with other countries and to make agreements with other countries. And using that concept, working with APPAC and Dr. Ahmad, we decided that it would be great to approach this on a state-by-state basis, because then geopolitics does not enter into the agreements that we make. We identified the areas of education, economic development, and in health. And we came here last October with a dream that we could draw our countries together and respectively improve the quality of life for both our countries. Now, we found that in the area of health that we have a shortage of nurses in New York, and here in Pakistan you have an abundance of nurses. So we had a series of meetings after we left, and we ended up putting together some of your nursing schools, some of your agencies here who recruit nurses, and our officials in New York and our hospitals who suffer from that deficit of nurses, that shortage of nurses. And we found out that there was an obstacle because work visas to the United States used to take over 400 days before they would even get an answer about the visa. Now, after meeting with embassy officials, they emitted a press release that has been reduced now to 100 days. So that opens up the pipeline to be able to import more nurses. Remember, the salary difference is tremendous difference. And I know that Pakistan exports nurses to Dubai and other areas, but many countries, most of them do not pay what United States pay. Most nurses make 6 figures, over $100,000 in the United States. So you can imagine that economic development that makes when those nurses send money home to their family. But it helps us in New York. These are bilateral agreements. In the area of education, K-12, we reached an agreement with one of your schools. We want to reach most of your public schools, the Happy Home schools. I know that's here in Karachi, and later on we're going to be donating video conferencing equipment. They have already met with our schools in New York, and they made a commitment, an agreement where the curriculum will include a cultural exchange between our students from 1st grade up until 12th grade. Our students in New York will grow up having friends in Pakistan, learning from teachers in Pakistan. Pakistani students will learn from teachers in New York, and it will go a long way to help the relationship, the people-to-people relationship that can overcome some of the perceptions and some of the conflicts that we have in our relationship. And in the area of health, we realize that not only nurses, but we have a shortage of pharmacists also. So we have met with officials here. Now, we have come here, and because we broke the ice after APPAC has set up segments in every state of United States. And what they did is they engaged elected officials to be able to create the political will to start talking to Pakistan. I was the first one that agreed to come here. We have opened the door, and I have been approached by 2 states who want to come here as well. And could you imagine if New York State's budget is pretty much equal to Pakistan's budget? That's just one state. Could you imagine if 50 states start doing trade with Pakistan, start importing nurses from Pakistan, start doing many agreements with their students with Pakistan, the tremendous impact that this would have on both our countries. That is the concept of what we are doing. So collectively, I would like to say that the message of this mission here, of APPAC, of my colleague on the other side of the aisle, and this is a bipartisan effort, we asked Pakistan to approach this in a bipartisan way as well. My colleague is Republican, I am Democrat, and we have agreed to lead by example and come here and ask that they do the same here, and collectively we can work to help both our people, our citizens in both our countries. The collective message of our mission is Pakistan and New York Zindabad.
Alec, you want to say a few words? short.